Hey folks, in today's video we're back with more Gold Stake Balatro. In this run, an early Sock and Buskin gave me a build to work towards while some well-timed common jokers off of Judgment and Riff Raff kept the run going long enough to push towards endless. Enjoy the video. Bailed out there a little bit. Honestly, the first hand was probably just fine. Let's see what we can do with this, maybe. It's not great. It can be okay if we can get our econ going and maybe find a chip joker alongside it. But it's doing extraordinarily little for me right now and won't until my money is right. So let's do maybe this, see if we can get Immolate. Wraith would be an option. Immolate, very good. Allows me to get the telescope for longer term scaling. Getting that Immolate into the telescope allows that to maybe be my chip joker. Wow. Alright, we're just gonna ride this Lusty around for a bit. Is a very nice overstock, though. Let's get greedy. See if we can find some money in this. Sort of did. If we go next, we're probably selling this for the interest. Probably going to take two hands, but will be fairly close. Extraordinary draw. Like, getting both of these is huge, just for getting to $26, and so it's effectively like +1 to each of the, or to one of these. Alright, Riff Raff is extraordinary. It probably allows me to spend down a little bit here because it gives me some additional chip action. Or econ action to give me the money to use the chips. Oh, synergy. Surely that means we win now, right? I think it's going to take two hands, so I don't want to get stranded here on my second hand. Well, it didn't have to take two hands, it turns out. But without a second face card, it was going to. Probably don't need the Space Joker because we do have Telescope. Let's see if we can get some money off of this. We've got to sell these two, get something reliable for one more round. Let's actually roll once more. Very nice Jupiter. Pretty horrendous pickups. But at least we still have the Lusty around for now. And we've got a few more levels in Jupiter. It's kind of BM that the runner pops up with +0 even when it's at 0 chips, right? I shouldn't have sold the runner yet, but yeah, I did want another chance at the Lusty. Let's see what's in here first. This is 12 already? Yeah, I think we can get by with that. Now we don't really care so much about what suit we play as long as we mix in some even cards. And keep our money in a decent spot. Could start looking to make a greed line here. Or pivot into something a little bit more late game oriented. Definitely getting out of this. Let's maybe consider this one. One more roll. Problem with the Lusty here is that we're not going to have a lot of active hearts, I don't think. Let's just roll once more. Revive a heart this way. Okay. Should be a good spot. Let's see if we can keep the delayed gratification on. $3 versus $4. But it's actually $4 because of the interest. So I'm gonna go ahead and discard. Because that can also happen. And then this just ends up being much better again. Alright, we really need some support for this Sock and... We have not been making kings. The Lusty might be sufficient though. Like there's just no world where we can pivot into a Baron here. Maybe this ends up being the right way to go. Buy this just to hang on to it. And then think about things. It is pretty good on... Oh, okay. I don't think I want to unlock the flush house here. Might be time to get out of the flashcard, actually. Definitely time to start deprioritizing it. It's going to take at least 2 here, because we had kind of an absurd face card set of hands last run. But this should be good here. We get the money from the gold cards. A golden ticket would actually be pretty tempting right now, in place of the Riff Raff. Obviously, photograph very good, but... no guarantee that's going to happen. Bloodstone also good. Probably good enough for now. I'd rather not be perishable. It's kind of a bummer that it is. It's worth a try. The double rental is kind of a pain as well. Oh! Okay. That was a good snipe. Let's plan to get out of the... flash card actually pretty soon. We could go Constellation. I think we can get a little bit better motion than just a Constellation right now. Got one rental. Let's see what this looks like. So now we really want that clean copy of a Bloodstone so that we can keep going in this direction. Okay, we don't have to buy the voucher yet. Let's start saving for it. Probably should discard for another gold card, maybe. Let's keep the Jack just in case for some reason we need a backup plan, but like we just saw what the score was, it was more than enough here. We also are probably wanting to find a red seal somehow. So standard packs are maybe a higher priority. I don't think we necessarily want to bankrupt ourselves for them. Sick. Maybe we can justify this. Can always sell the Lusty. Purple is pretty good too. Not into this boss blind, obviously. Okay. We just need one more heart, and then we get value off of both the gold cards. So, definitely worth it there. Yep. The continued scaling in Jupiter is what makes Photograph relevant and gives us the potential to like long-term sell out of the Lusty. We have a purple now, so I'm going to discard a little more aggressively, but did not hit it. Honestly, it's probably just not even worth paying the rental on the Lusty at this point. It probably hasn't been for a while. Let's do this. Hit you with one of these. Okay. I guess that's something. Probably not you. Let's discard pretty aggressively here. Look for that purple. Get immediately disappointed. Yeah, so we're still at essentially the same point we were with the Lusty. The Lusty was just doing about as close to nothing as you can imagine. Kind of incentivized to look for an oops all sixes anyway. So let's start here in case it's in here. No, but we did find a bunch. Like I don't even know if it's worth like rotating through the Riff Raff because we might just sell the hallucination at the end of the round. Like for $1, that did not seem worthwhile. Quick check for Jupiter. Mars could be something as well. Yeah, because we are, like, golden ticket is the dream here. I think we give ourselves space for it. Can't be too greedy with our discards this time. Just because there's very little room for error with the boss. Hello. What are we looking at? The Tooth? We're still primarily looking for jokers, I think, so Getting some more money can help with that. Showman's kind of funny. Mime, not really it. That's why Showman's funny. We need some better symmetry here. Finally hit the purple. It hadn't been there for that long, but still. Try and maximize our gold value. Perfect. We're at about 60 or 70,000. Oh, it's going to be more now with the double photo, though. There's no concern for our score right now. Still wouldn't mind a red seal, in addition to the continued Jupiter scaling. Purple's also good. We can't spend down too much. Just because of the tooth coming up. That said, I couldn't restrain myself here, I guess. Alright. Just draw the gold cards. Ow. Probably can only justify buying one of these. Fish is not my problem. Got one gold card at least. Probably shouldn't keep the showman around this long, but he's funny. Okay, we do have to sell him before we exit the shop, though. So we probably just rip this here. Definitely not worth hanging on to that. It's not terrible here. We don't have that many jacks. It's more just that, like, it's better served giving me money. Very nice. That allows me to buy the voucher, which I probably wasn't going to be able to justify otherwise. Still no red seal. Maybe that gold seal was worth looking at. Use this here. Very nice. Disappointing lucky cards. What else is new? Shouldn't really be any bosses that matter. That one does, but it's easily managed. think we make our kings glass. Then we can break them if we want to start working towards queens, which does seem to be the thing that we want. Just hit another heart. Thank you. Well, I got the most important mult shot there, but they also don't really matter at this point. Okay. Now we need some more lucky cards, I guess. Thank you. That does make it awkward to sell anything. Does it have to be the sock? Wait. I could just reroll the boss too, I guess, if I want to keep all of these. Maybe that's the play. So I should have discarded for more gold cards if that's what I'm aiming for. There's just money in here though, so what do we care? Perfect. Bloodstone is still probably better than the cat, so we had to check. Nice try. Alright, let's just send this. Wait, these are some terrible lucky cards. We did win, though. Let's see if we can turn the corner with this build, though. Red Seal in here would be a great start. Even maybe an Ecto. I think we can Ecto here. That Talisman is really tempting, though. Always photograph. That opens me up to a potential Bloodstone. And at least it wasn't the rental one that got hit. Boy. Still a 125. I mean, Dust could be better than Stock long term if we get the Bloodstone, because our deck fixing is so bad. Finally up to 1.5. That's one hit on a Bloodstone. Okay, that's something. Copy our lucky cards, maybe? I think we just hold these. The Taros right now. They're all pretty good on other cards than what we saw there. Here. Here. Like, this is the near perfect outcome. Obviously, I'd like to death a queen, but I'd rather just get the death spent so that we can make another one potentially. And just get the like additional lucky card going so we can maybe get more than one hit per round on the lucky count. Idol is nowhere near ready and probably won't have the chance to be. Okay, purple. We can change the suit. That's too much money to pass up on. Surely now the idol will get there, right? I think what this mostly just allows me to do is clean up the rest of the spades in the deck, which is a good thing now that we have a lower hand size. I don't want to risk the glass. Should've sold this. I miscounted somehow. It's a little late and it doesn't really work well with what we want to do with the Lucky Cat. Could have been something. Nice. Not a single mult shot or a money shot yet on the lucky cards. Bit of a bummer. Then again, so there's those pickups. Voucher not likely to be relevant, but probably still worth clearing because we could use some additional vouchers. We have one rental. Retcon probably doesn't matter. There are very few boss blinds that can present a problem from here. Well, we'll probably still buy it. Might have to spend some glass at some point here. Unless we start hitting some lucky cards at a much higher rate than I have been. We don't need to, for sure. Yeah, let's just send this. Okay, with glass we beat the boss blind, so we don't need to worry about rerolls right now. But let's still take it. I think we're pretty much set for Jupiter scaling from here. Do this, see if we can clean out some of the spades still. There we go. We'll need to play the glass, but we actually don't need to play it first, even though it's less score. Just because we have the sock to double it up and we're already close enough. These lucky cards are horrific. We will need glass in the Chad position for the boss, but it's kind of a weird negative. Not terribly relevant, but convenient for like getting good value off of the trading card and making sure that we have glass pieces that we need. Alright, try and spam lucky cards for the lucky cat. I mean, we finally got the first money hit, but this thing being at 2.5 is pretty disappointing. Okay, with enough glass, we might be able to get through this coming blind. King of Hearts. We might have to do that just to try and stay alive. Which could mean ditching the cat for now, so that we can continue using the trading card to make sure it lands on... Like, as long as it lands on a heart, it seems manageable. I think the cat has to go. Especially with how difficult it was to get it moving. Start towering things as well. Like, as long as it hits a face card that is a heart, I think we're fine. This is mostly just for a farm, even though I don't have the lucky cat. And also just trying to make the deck more queen dense here. Don't want to unlock flush 5 in this spot, or flush house rather. This should be more than fine. Six of hearts. That's pretty bad. We can get by playing the Glass Kings, though. That's helpful for deck fixing. We have 14 queens. It's quite a bit less than, like, even half our deck. Don't play the 6 yet. Try and break this 5. This is not a good use of my hand. I'm gonna get a little bit more glass just to be safe. So you. No. You. Should be more than enough once again. But I didn't give myself much room for error here. Okay. That was quite a bit closer than I thought. 9 of hearts. So we need a little bit better glass action here. Or a red seal. That'll have to suffice. Probably not going to get the voucher. We just care about deck fixing right now. I haven't hit a Queen of Hearts a single time. And starting next ante, I'm probably going to need to. Okay, I think we have sufficient glass here. This is not the ideal draw, though. Let's just be safe. And give ourselves a chance to, like, take a peek at what our score looks like when the idol misses for next round. Still, like, it just... it did not hit the Queen of Hearts a single time. That is deeply unfortunate. It wasn't super likely to, but... would have been helpful. I think that does leave us pretty dead here. Oh. Okay, what is this on? Oh, okay. So you're saying there's a chance? Okay. I think the best chance is still just playing flush 5 of glass cards here. 1, 2, 3. Just because I need the retriggering. If it ends up, like, the important thing is the number of glass cards, not necessarily the hand that I play. Let's get this out of here. Probably should have waited on this until... Alright. Yeah, has to be the flush 5. But I should have waited on the planets until after we unlock flush 5, just in case this does survive, but it seems very unlikely that we're just dead. The Dusk would have played nicer with both the Bloodstone and the Idol. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier, because we didn't have the deck fixing towards it. Oh! One more piece of glass would have gotten us there easily.